Now, it's been a while since the last video I talked about CAAM regulations in Malaysia, particularly about drone license permits. You have to pay 250 ringgit and apply 14 days, right? The ludicrousness of waiting 14 days, having to pay first before actually getting a yes from them that you can fly. But guys, the tragedy does not end there. It seems as though CAAM, as a whole federal kind of agency that governs airspace, functionally doesn't want to get their hands into the drone space at all, and it's so evident. Look at what's happening right here in the temporary processing period for you to apply for drone. So guys, just put it into plain English. They rolled out the CAAM license regulation for you to fly your drone on February. And guess what? Next month in March, on the March 7th, apparently, if you were to apply anything that regards to drone on the April month, from week 1 to week 3, it needs to be submitted 1 month earlier. Not 14 days, 1 month earlier. And look, it's not even a month, it's more than that. If I have a job on 21st of April, I have to submit this before, so it's on the 6th. So can you do the math for me real quick? 6th of March. Let me whip out my calendar here. So they are saying that applications need to happen on the 6th of March if I were to fly on the 21st of April. And that's 14. 14 plus 21, that is 35 days. 35 days for us to apply on the maximum tail end of when they are going to process the drone. Is that acceptable? Is that acceptable? Is that how are we being treated to abide the law? Who prepares for stuff like this? I don't even have a schedule out for 35 days that I'm flying a drone. For this matter of case, I have one now because I am going to be flying my drone, let's say on April. It's only effectively when I make this video, it's on 26th of March. And I want to fly on April 21st. That's still more than 14 days. We're looking at least 20 days and ahead. But no, they demand 35 days for us to really apply for this. Why is this a case? Why am I putting up with the fact that they are celebrating Hari Raya, which is supposedly a 2-day holiday, but they have extended themselves, they've given themselves a grace beautiful period for everyone that's applying now to give 35 days processing. This is what I don't like. This is what I feel like they shove a rule on February, and then on March, on 7th of March, literally before, not even 7th, it's before 7th of March, you have to already plan out your April schedule. That means, effectively, now news came in on February, March I would have already thought that I wanted to fly on April 21 to effectively really abide the law and do this. Hey, nobody has a schedule or flexibility of knowing when they want. Like, what about a refund? Like, if I have planned so far ahead and the day doesn't happen, let's say the client postponed or a big incident has happened, I don't get a refund. Then there's no incentive of me applying early. Only when I feel like I've confirmed the date and the date is very close, only I feel comfortable paying 250 ringgit. So guys, I really want to make this video because I want to really put it out there. Like, there's just zero support from CAAM. I've called their office up once again, never picked up. And the thing is, Anthony Loke, even our own, and guys, like, even so much so, like Anthony Loke himself, the Ministry of Transport has urged CAAM to revise their application process, which is so ludicrous. We're looking at about, like, heck, a 14-day application for 250 ringgit. That's insane. The new regulation has a clause where now you pay 1 ringgit 50 cents for X amount of flight time. That seems more palatable than actually charging 250 for, whatever it is, like a wedding shoot or recreational or whatever not. So in essence, in the final verdict of this video, I'm super upset with what CAAM is doing to us. We are clearly not the priority in this segment. They are handling big aviation traffic routes from Boeing or whatever helicopter routes and all those things. So they don't really have much interest in drone, and it really feels that way. It doesn't feel like we as public are obliged to even follow what they're saying, because look, they put rules like that. Like, who gives themselves a grace period of 35 days when somebody wants to actually abide by your law? I want to pay for your services, I want to pay for your permit, but you give yourself a grace period for 35 days. Nobody does that. Like, why would you do that? Are you understaffed? Are you not, is there too much people applying? Is the whole nation now applying for CAAM? I doubt that's the case. And on top of that, it says there very blatantly, guys, note, CAAM reserves the right to reject any late or incomplete submissions. So who's going to give me back my money? I have to put my money with my application together. And if you're going to say no, how long would I take to get back my money? Not transparent. Nothing is being transparent at all. It doesn't even say that you will refund, or it just says incomplete submission. Sorry. What kind of a government service is this? No, it says here, thank you for your cooperation. No thank you. The people of Malaysia reject these kind of treatment. We do not accept a government ruling which is super inefficient, super expensive, super lazy to be governing our airspace, and they impose this law on the mass of people owning drone. Unacceptable, guys. So in anything, it is a government inefficiency that caused us to apply this thing for more than 35 days. Just for this, what we call it, adjustment to processing period. And look at the second clause here, right? The office will only accept emergency applications from who? From law enforcement agency engaged in monitoring, surveillance, search and rescue operations during this period. The office will only accept these applications. So we are not important, guys. You go out, you film your beach photo, it's not important. You go out, shoot your wedding as your own business, not important. You go out and you fly your drone for a demonstration course for students, not their problem. That means you're not licensed. Like, we are in this black moment where we cannot operate our drones because of your inefficiency, and you put it up to like, hi guys, happy Raya, Selamat Raya. Okay, now we are on break, so your license application ditunda. Doesn't work that way, You created the rule on February. You put a blanket, whole Malaysia need to follow this rule, and 1 month later, Selamat Raya guys, Selamat Raya. I only accept emergency case, tuan. Ini bukan hospital. Ini only for emergency saja. Untuk polis, untuk firefighter, okay. Oh, you not wedding ah? No, cannot bro. April wedding ah? Tak boleh. Hari Raya, Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya, Selamat Raya. That's the treatment that I get from this. You call them up on your office, nobody picks up. They literally paid someone to sit on the desk to not pick up your phone calls, apparently. So with this in mind, guys, I'm very disappointed with the way they handled the law. Every nation does have an aviation law. Every nation does have their own drone law. But Malaysia, it's tip of the iceberg, man. Best of the best in government efficiency. Alright, so with that in mind, thanks for watching. I hope the future lies well for us drone filmmakers.